Hello and welcome back to the Mythariverse Podcast. I am Jonah Jackson here with the founder of Mythari, Will Miranne.
Hello, hello.
All right, so Will, for anybody who may have just stumbled across this in their feed and be like, what's going on here? What's Mythari?
Yeah, Mythari is an ecosystem and a community for artists and creators in the fantasy, sci-fi, and tabletop communities.
Okay, well, the thing about ecosystems is that things grow in them.
They do. They definitely do.
What I want to talk about in this one is, where is all of this going? Like, I want to talk big picture stuff. Where do you see? Obviously, there's some key elements that are in play, and we can't launch all of the big dream, big picture things all at once because money. But what are like tease out some of the things that we're hoping to see in the future and that are in development for Mythari?
Yeah, we definitely can hit on some of those things. I mean, I've always said that Mythari is an ecosystem for artists and creators in the fantasy sci-fi space that begins with an artist marketplace, because truthfully that is what we're doing here, and that's not to take anything away from these artists, because I think that the reason we're starting here is because they are perhaps the most critical and foundational element of
cornerstone of the whole thing. Yes.
Cornerstone, absolutely. And so we plan to focus our efforts here and establish this and get this to where we want it to be before we really take a look at moving forward. But we do have some very exciting things. This whole journey started with a twofold idea, which we've discussed previously, and the artist marketplace.
By that he means that we've discussed out in the driveway next to the cars after D&D night.
Absolutely, and that's when is anybody discussing anything else?
When all great ideas happen, that and the shower.
100% agree. 100% agree. This is a twofold idea. Artist marketplace is the first part. The other part was really incorporating an element of how much I want to tease here, but creating tools.
We just tease it, breadcrumbs.
Working on building out some formatting tools, I would say, for creators who are doing more written content. So being able to format a module, or a subclass, or a story, or whatever you may want to create in that realm, creating a way to allow you to format those things much more easily than you're currently able to do, saving you a lot of time and allowing you to create something more professional looking than you would be able to create currently or on your own. Just lowering the entry bar for being able to sell your content and making it look like it was ripped out of a Wizards of the Coast module.
So you're saying I hopefully won't need to learn to code?
Yeah, no more. Well, I think that there are some tools out there that are really great for that. They do require some markdown, and while it's not the most difficult thing in the world, it is time consuming, and it does have a learning curve if you're not familiar with it at all. From my perspective, I come from a writing background, not a coding background, so learning that markdown was a chore. I know that there's a lot of other people in that same position, and so we want to create something that's a visual editor, but I won't tease any more than that.
Oh, that's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. All right.
And obviously opening the site up for those creators as well, which I guess we can get into in a minute, but something else to tease. But
nice. Other big picture type things. Or do you want to keep on in that route?
That's great. I'll just kind of jump into the point I was making, is that we do plan to allow other creators to be able to access our site and utilize certain tools and features that will help them as well. Without teasing too much, we'll say certainly written content is something where we're looking at the idea of creators being able to take a module they've written, find an artist on the site to collaborate with them on that module, use that art. If I buy this module or take a look at it, I can see the art inside, I can see the artist who did it, I can link to that artist's page on our site, and then that artist can do the same with their art that they use there to link back to the module. So being able to really expand that ecosystem we've talked about, that's a big part of that, and really opening this up to other creators. I know I've mentioned in a lot of comments on our TikTok just about how we plan to expand and build this out as we continue to grow, and obviously gain more capital to be able to do that. But we're looking at music, we're looking at like STL files, like 3D printing. So really incorporating more elements like that into our site and offering people more tools in that regard is something that is on the horizon. I wouldn't suggest that it's right around the corner. But certainly as we continue to grow and develop these tools, we'll be excited to incorporate more creators, which hints at the artists and creators.
An ecosystem where things are connected. That was a terrible first attempt. Anybody who was just listening to this would be like, what's he talking about? But I missed the first time that I tried to lock the fingers. Okay. So big picture, like how are you plotting all of this out? Like how's all that working?
Yeah, so from, I won't say day one, but as we've, as this project culminated and as we were building out the site, this really was something that I'd built out this 10-phase plan for Mythari from day one to day, I don't, whatever.
X.
day X, but this 10-phase plan of where I wanted to take Mythari and how I wanted to incorporate each step that builds upon itself. And so, really excited to obviously just expand this into a full ecosystem beyond just this thing or that thing. This is, we really want this to be a centralized hub for all things fantasy, sci-fi, artists and creators.
So, all of that's great. There's a lot of things down the line. I want to talk about something that's happening like real soon. And by the time this comes out, it's probably like, I don't know, maybe it's next week.
Maybe later, maybe earlier than that, sooner than that, I should say.
But we're going to Gen Con.
Yeah, we're really excited to be going to Gen Con.
I've never been. I've wanted to. I've been in the tabletop game space for a long time, going on 10 years now, and I've never been, but I've wanted to, so I'm so psyched. What are we doing there?
It's been at least a decade for me as well, and I also have never been to Gen Con, so I'm super, super excited. But we are, while we will not have an official booth, we will be very active while there. We're going to be conducting some artist interviews. We're going to be talking with as many people as we can about their experience with buying art, with utilizing art in their campaigns or in their own life, and what that really means to them. So we're really excited to, first and foremost, just collaborate with other creators, other artists, other people who are, fully ingrained in this community. But also we're excited because we're going to be talking to some different artists and getting their perspective on what it's been like to, say be an artist in this world for over a decade, how they got to where they are, how they became so successful, and talking to emerging artists as well on their struggles and what they found, how they've found success so far. And so really excited to be building out this network and this community and talking with other creators. I'm super excited about it.
So if you're going to Gen Con and you're an artist, and specifically if you're an artist who is on this site or wants to be on this site, they should let us know, right?
Absolutely. I would love to set up an interview with anybody who is interested. We'll just be doing short form, we'll be doing some long form, and would love to connect with you guys just to help share your knowledge and your experience with other artists who are trying to do the same thing. I think is invaluable. So we'd love to share that story. If you guys are open to it, please reach out, let us know.
And you can reach out to us when you're done listening to this podcast, which is probably going to be now. I think we're done. I think that's a great stopping point. Again, reach out if you want to get in contact, if you want to sign up for the site. By the time this comes out, hopefully the site's fully launched, not just in beta mode anymore. And so,
well, I hope we'll see. We still have some spots available in beta. So
at the time of recording.
At the time of recording, but again, I don't know when we'll be posting this exactly, so that may not be the case. But if it's not the case, then please go ahead and sign up on the site, make a profile, so that day one of launch, of our official launch, you'll already have your profile ready to go. Can't wait to meet you on day one.
And if it's already past day one, we hope you're already locked and loaded and in it and doing the dang thing.
Absolutely. Thriving on Mythari.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Jonah. I appreciate it. Thank all of you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.
And before we go, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast feed, the Mythariverse Podcast, and also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mythariverse. Go to mythari.com. You can sign up for the website there. When you do, look out for an email that'll invite you to the Discord. And we look forward to seeing you, interacting with you, and for you joining the site.